It is no secret that some people are creative geniuses. Just look at our own Piotr Productions, while other people lack all forms of creativity and simply leech off the creativity and blessings of others. But why is this the case? One approach to studying this phenomenon is by looking at individuals who have been enormously creative. Artists such as Pablo Picasso, Johann Sebastian Bach, and Piotr. Or scientists such as Charles Darwin, Marie Curie, or Max Weishlich. Research suggests that highly creative people have certain things in common, which could be thought of as prerequisites for creativity.
First of all, they have great knowledge in their respective fields. This is important, as for example, you can't make creative biological breakthroughs if you're an artificial intelligence student. Secondly, you need certain personality traits: the willingness to take risks and ignore criticism, the ability to tolerate ambiguous findings and situations, and an inclination to not follow the crowd. Thirdly, creative people tend to find pleasure in their work rather than the rewards that come from it. Fourth and finally, creative people need to be lucky and be in the right place at the right time. These four prerequisites highlight some of the needs for creativity to happen, but we still need to ask what exactly goes on inside a creative person's mind.
There is a theory of creative thought process for problem solving that was put forward by Graham Wallas in 1926, which has the creative process in four distinct parts. The first stage is the preparation, where the problem solver is exposed to the information of the problem and does some work on a potential solution, getting used to the problem structure and what is needed to solve this. And the second, almost counterintuitive stage is the incubation period. This is where the solver takes time away from the problem and sets it aside, doing anything else such as going for a walk, listening to music, going to the gym, just focusing the mind on something else. Wallas argues that this stage is key to your brain as it continues working on the problem subconsciously. While this happens, the solution is developing in your subconscious brain, and then all of a sudden, the third stage, illumination, happens. This is when, even though you were not working on the problem directly, a key insight or a new approach to the idea emerges. And this leads to the fourth stage of the creative problem-solving process. This is the stage of verification, where one goes back to the original problem and tackles it with the newly gained insights to see if this reaches the desired solution. There are many real-life occurrences of this. Do you ever just do anything outside of the problem, such as going for a walk, or for me especially, before bedtime, or if I'm focused on cooking or doing something completely different, and then all of a sudden a new way pops into my mind of doing the problem? Oscar Wilde, Edison, Charles Dickens were all proponents of long walks to achieve the incubation period and illumination stages of creative problem solving, and also the creative process in general. Howard Gruber, a researcher into creativity and productivity, explained that sometimes a solitary walk is worth a week in the lab.
Furthermore, research also shows that creative giants might have an advantage in how they search through memory. But then again, here the research is also inconclusive. Some authors emphasize convergent thinking, which is the ability to connect two dots that appear to be completely unrelated, while other authors emphasize the skill of divergent thinking, the ability to move your thoughts in novel
and unanticipated directions. Then again, this alone was probably not enough for the creative giants to break through the way they did. Instead, they all had the proper ingredients of what we have mentioned in this video, mixed with a good bit of luck that turned out to be the proper recipe for their creativity to break through.